Hello, howdy, how you doing? Welcome back to the United Sim Sports Twitch channel, and we got some big games going on for the USFA, but we're not here to talk about the games. We're talking about the league as a whole. Welcome to the state of address for October and November. I almost said December. I think because my birthday coming up soon. You should give me something, Caboose. But yeah, you should give me something like money. But we're gonna go ahead and get this one started real soon. Caboose is here, the league owner. Everything's going good, but let him know how you feeling, brother.
Imagine paying your employees.
That's some crazy stuff.
That's like an unheard of concept.
Like, I'm not even going to bring up the word it kind of sounds like, but we're not going to talk about that here tonight. It's going to be a good night here. We have a lot of big changes going on. We have a lot of questions that need to be answered. And I just can't wait to see what goes down in this one. How should we get this one started? Should we go to the questions or should we go to the major announcements?
Well, let's start with the major announcements because the questions are going to come from those major announcements. The first and foremost major announcement is that we have kind of adopted, so to speak, a hockey league, the United Sim Hockey Association, and here's how this will work. They are going to be doing the exact same update process that we currently have right now. The TPE, how you earn it, all that fun stuff. We're building that for them as we speak. It's still going to take some time to get that in. They are going to take a couple of our colleges, namely, I believe, Mile High and East Augusta. We'll move on to hockey. And then there's going to be a bonus for participating in both leagues. I think it was, what did we say, 2 TPE a month or something? Or, well, no, 1 TPE a week. Mm-hmm. So if you participate in both leagues, and you can prove it, you get a TPE a week for participating in both. And then they will have a link going up for us in our affiliates and all that fun stuff for them. So go check them out. Fun league, slightly different concept over there, what they're doing, but still falls under a very similar umbrella of what we're doing here. And then there should be some people coming over, so watch for a surge of people coming into the server. Next up, and this is going to be the big one, and the reason that essays are required to watch this this particular video. We are going to be partnering, merging, whatever you want to call it, with the ECFL, the Elite College Football League, for those who don't know. And they are going to take over our collegiate league duties. So anyone who is currently a junior that wishes to go into the draft, speak now or forever hold your peace, because after this season, any players that are not drafted are going to be put into the Elite College Football League program, and you will go through there. Any players that are sophomore, freshmen, unfortunately do not get that luxury. They will be put into the they're going to get put into the ECFL, like it or not. There will be some changes and things going on with that. I can answer specific questions going on for anyone who is interested in learning about that. Just put your questions over in the hashtag admin questions section. I will be looking at that as we speak. So the reason we're doing this is because the Stacks and I are a two-man team. There's only so much we can do in such a short period of time, and we feel that the ECFL which is orientated on college specifically. They've got a massive following over there. They're going to be able to better serve our needs as a collegiate league, and really take some of the pressure off the two of us to perform both leagues. That being said, because they have a lot of users that are not in here, there's going to be a expansion in the USFA. We're looking to expand by 4 to 6 teams. All of our current school administrators are immediately qualified to be a GM. So depending on how many teams we need, we'll figure that out. But for right now, we're going to promote all of our current school administrators to GMs, and I'll be in touch with you shortly to start working on your teams for the pros. That does unfortunately mean that all of our colleges will be removed from our, further play. If the ECFL ever gets a modder again, we have worked out a deal to get some of those teams back in. But until such a time, they're going to be running real colleges, so Tennessee, Alabama, whatever. And yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting process, an interesting transition. And yeah, there's going to be a conversion. I think we agreed on 1 TPE here is 5,000 coins there. Slightly different process to updating there, but overall it's pretty simple. I've done 4 years of it. It's not too hard. And basically anyone that is going over there from college right now, they will be receiving basically a balance of elite coin for every TPE that they've earned so far. So remember, every 1 TPE that you've earned here, by the end of the season, will translate to 5,000 coins over there, and they have a different way of doing it. Vice versa, when you get drafted back to this league, every 5,000 coins you've earned there turns into 1 TPE here. And it should work out so that, the bare minimum users, the guys that just check in, will still be earning roughly 6 TPE a week or 30k coins over there. So in terms of how much you're getting, what the conversion rate is, it's 5k coins to 1 TPE. Pretty simple math. Stacks, is there anything I'm missing here? Anything I need to touch on, talk about?
You answered pretty much all of the questions I've had, me personally. I was kind of peering in the back chat while Caboose, and shout out to Kicklerton, who's also in this league, and Black Paw, and Canes 87, I believe, is his username, Canes87. They've been doing real nice job. I haven't been as active as I probably should have been within the ECFL, but I love their system, and it's just like Caboose said, it's a real simple process to get set up in regards to getting a player, and I can't wait to see the players that elect to go from the ECFL to our league. I can't wait to see the new teams coming along into the USFA, so obviously that will mean there won't be any CSFA streams, but that does open up our professional league to have some really big players and really big plays made, so I can't be mad at that at all. Just an overall fun process. I'm glad we was able to get this at least kick started. Obviously this means we're going to be adding some more positions as well. We're going to be going defensive lineman. You're going to have your time to shine within the USFA as well as the ECFL if you're not into it already, but you can make a defensive lineman. I'm going to be making those builds along with fine-tuning all the other builds as well while we have it. Might as well get them all fine-tuned to the new game as well. So I'm going to be working with Caboose with that a little bit later, but outside of that, it's a fun time. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen any questions or so I'll kind of just ramble on about this for a little bit longer. The premise of this was, the whole reason this came about is just because our collegiate league is, at least in my opinion, it's got its ups and downs, but we live and die by that collegiate league. And sometimes it can be very difficult for us to balance college and pro at the same time. So just moving to a pros only for us made a lot of sense, especially when there's a dedicated college league that has been very, very successful, and they've got a lot of people that want a pro league. So us being a pro league and being a college league, it really just was a super easy, no-brainer decision to say, hey, why don't we just take all your pros or all your draftees and draft them into our pro league?
And I'm pretty sure it's up to the user still if they want to do that, right? Like if they want to, make another player in college, they can very well do that. Or I'm not 100% sure about that process, but will they be still moved over whether they want to or not? They just won't be active.
Yeah, so next season, after this season, next season, all collegiate activities in the USFA will cease. The CSFA will just not run next season. Anyone who has a current CSFA player, they will be moved over to the ECFL exactly as they are. So as I said earlier, all that TPE that you have, so you have 200 TPE, you'll be getting, what is that, 5,000 elite coin times 200. It's a lot of coin. 100,000, I think.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You'll be getting 100,000 elite coin to spend on your player to upgrade him. And that only goes up the more TPE you've earned. So, and then you'll finish out your career there. You'll still be the same player. You'll still more than likely have the same position. I know that they are offering incentives to change out of running back and quarterback positions, but it is not required. So just be aware, like if you are a quarterback or running back and you're going over there, they are offering a sizable bonus to swap out, but again, not a requirement. I think they're going to be adding a couple extra teams to try and accommodate some of the people that are going to be coming over from here to there. And Parm is in chat saying, what's up? Parm, unfortunately your team is being excommunicated. And you are being offered a GM position.
Gonna get that upgrade.
So, but yeah, is there anything else I'm missing here? I know we talked about, in terms of our expansion, since we are going to be expanding by 4 to 6 teams, I know they've got like over 100 people in their draft class coming up right now. I don't know if we're going to do an expansion draft. If we do, it'll be like one player. Each team can pick like 1, maybe 2 players total. So we're not murdering our current pro teams. And we will start doing a weighted draft lottery.
What's draft lottery?
Well, a weighted draft lottery.
What's that?
So basically, the farther down in the standings you are when you end the season, so you're dead last, you have the highest odds to win a draft lottery. It's no longer going to be last place team automatically gets first overall pick. We're going to do odds based on position to get that first pick.
Oh, so NBA style. Okay.
And NBA, all the pro leagues. All the pro leagues do that. So we're going to try and simulate as close to NFL football without using the Madden engine, because Madden is trash.
Very. Yes. It's pretty bad, man.
Oh, it's so bad. Just run a go route. You'll score every time. But no, so that will happen. We're also going to expand the playoffs more than likely a little bit. Have some wild cards. And then more on that all coming later. But
hi, Turks.
Yeah.
He said, "What important thing happened?"
A lot of important things that you were not here for.
Quick rundown.
We'll go over it. Yeah, we'll go over it just on a recap. Because I think I've said everything I need to say the first time. So for all the people that are coming in late that aren't going to watch the replay,
which will be on YouTube.
Quick recap is we have a hockey league, United Sim Hockey, that the Mile High University Giants and East Augusta Blue Lobsters will be a part of, representing the CSFA there. And there's going to be a bonus for participating in both leagues, 1 TPE a week if you can prove you're participating in both leagues. They do have a slightly different setup, but it's more or less the same. Secondly is the ECFL partnership merger thing. We are removing the CSFA and going straight pros only. And the ECFL, which is a strictly college league, is taking over all of our collegiate duties. So all future collegiate players are going to be going through there. Great league, super easy, super simple. It's all you really have to do is check in. There's extra things you can do to make your player even better, but it's really honestly easy. This does unfortunately mean the CSFA will no longer exist next season. Any players, sophomore, freshman, younger, they will be going straight over to the ECFL, no questions asked. Juniors that are close to that 299 cap, will give them the opportunity to uncap and be a part of this season's draft. And then seniors obviously are going into this draft. So if you have a player that's been sitting all season at 299 as a junior, and you don't want to have to go over to the ECFL for another season, uncap now. And you can backlog your TPE a little bit. And then all of the current SAs are going to take over as GMs, since we need to expand the USFA by 4 to 6 teams. Potential expansion draft, but because of how massive the ECFL's incoming draft class is, we may not do an expansion draft at all. If we do, it'd be each expansion team can pick like one player off of a singular team, so we're not ruining the teams.
Jerry Riggs, go to the big leagues. Namey, I'm pretty sure Namey said he was going to go up, right? Turks, I think you said you already going to move up, so. But you're going to your team anyway, so it really doesn't matter, I suppose.
Yeah. So, and then the really quick, the conversion rate for TPE to Elite Coin is 1 TPE equals 5k Elite Coin, and vice versa. When you get drafted back here, 5k Elite Coin is 1 TPE here. So, we did that based off of, per week, bare bones users, the guys that just do the activity check here, the guys that just do the activity check there, they earn 30K a week there. We earn 6 over here, so 5K for one. Other than that, if there are questions, Parm, I know you asked about the baseball league. That didn't happen. It's probably at this point not going to happen. There's so many other things happening that it's on a shelf collecting dust somewhere. Stop asking about it.
Oh wow, Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence threw an interception in the red zone. When does that happen? Oh god. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to say that.
No, you're fine. It's hilarious.
So accurate.
It really is. Other than that, I don't believe there are any other announcements to make. If you have questions, Parm, there was no. It wasn't a question. It was you're going to be a GM. We already know you're going to be a GM.
But you get your own team.
Yeah.
So you get to choose your location and all the good stuff, just like all the teams before you. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what everyone has in their creative minds for the new USFA teams. I can't wait to see like divisions or different conferences, however we're going to do it. But it really depends on how many teams we got, because we already have 6 total. But depending on how many players come up and how many seats we need to fill, who knows?
Yeah, I know they were saying that they got like 100 to 120 some odd people coming up this season alone. So we really need to expand a bit.
And then like just dividing that by, let's just say 13. That's a lot of players.
Yeah. And that season will start sometime in January. Season 7, I believe it will be. We'll start sometime in January.
Lucky number 7.
Yep. So, and then on top of that, I think the expanded playoffs and then the draft lottery will start to happen as well. This season, I probably won't do the draft lottery since it's hard to put 4 to 6 expansion teams into a little spinner and call it even. But yeah, starting end of season 7, there's going to be a draft lottery. And the playoffs, because we're expanding by so much, will get expanded. So we'll have wild card rounds. Woo. And first round buys and all that fun stuff.
Woo.
We may even add another week or 2 to the season.
Woo.
So
we'll definitely need more games. Definitely more games.
Yeah.
We got more teams, so.
Yep. So, all right. Any questions?
Trying to see if there's anything on my side, but I didn't say like what I'll be doing, but to the people that just came in. But essentially, going to be reworking some of the builds, including adding defensive lineman builds. We're going to be having defensive lineman peeps up in here. That's going to be fun. Make sure that it's properly worked right, so everything goes smooth and there's not a lot of craziness going on. I've been plugging up with a few people for like the last week or so in regards to like what can make it a lot more efficient, a lot more realistic in regards to the statistics and everything like that. So I'll be working around with that in the back end while I'm keeping these games rolling. You already know the game's gonna keep on coming as long as I'm still alive. So yeah, as long as I'm not getting paid, but you hear that from me. Yeah, that's really about it. I think that's like the main stuff we need to cover.
Yeah, sweet. So I'll give it a couple minutes just for questions, and then if there are none, then so be it.
I better get brainstorming that team ideas though. Yeah. Hike. Let's see. What were we saying about a hockey league, Cab?
Oh yeah, so there is a hockey league. You know, I think I covered it pretty well. But the United Sim Hockey Association, just you know, they need people.
Mid-season MVP, Dexter Jackson, goated.
No, not even close.
Who else would it be? He has like 20 sacks in 6 games.
I don't know if the stats this season yet.
He has like 20 sacks in 6 games. Most people don't. Yeah, and he has 22 career sacks. It's ridiculous.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the stats right now. Season 6 stats.
It's fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language, but damn.
Hank Falco.
Hank Falco's looking nice.
Hank Falco's looking like a beast.
Tonight. And of course, Baltimore scores another touchdown on Jacksonville. Who would have thought?
It's because you suck.
My team lets me down on a week-to-week basis. How do we have 2-6 record and we're freaking in a positive 20-point differential? Like that shouldn't even be possible.
Yeah, I think right now it's going to be either Hank Falco, Dexter Jackson.
Joseph's looking nice with the yards.
Yeah,
don't have the touchdown.
Yeah, he's not too far behind on touchdowns though.
Yeah, 3 behind.
He's got a really nice catch percentage.
That too, yeah.
So
Arn's looking nice. Ellis, I must say.
Yeah, he's right up there with
Dex and Dexter. Tackles, yeah. And you have more tackles for a loss than 2 times as many.
So about the same in terms of pass deflections. Really, it's my tackles for loss versus his sacks.
Said Falco isn't winning quarterback of the year.
That sounds like bias coming through.
Sean Bridges is looking nice too.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Threw 1 less interception, 1 more TD. We'll see how this week shapes out because we got game starting tomorrow for the USFA. But who plays tomorrow? I believe it's Huntington Beach and St. Louis. So we'll see Sean Bridges. We'll see how he does.
He's playing. We got Charlotte and who next week?
This week coming is Charlotte and Tacoma. You got the last game at 9 on Saturday.
Okay. Sweet. And then St. Louis is going against
Huntington Beach and what's the word I'm looking for? The other 2 teams, Arizona and Pittsburgh. That should be a nice matchup.
Yeah, that should be a good one. Yeah. Battle of the running backs.
Let me see.
Speaking of running backs, that was a nice run by Davis. Right up that pathetic excuse you call a D-line.
Our D-line is actually somewhat decent. It's everywhere else. It's everywhere else. I don't know what to say. Our secondary Swiss cheese. It's a shame, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Let's get 35 minutes there. We did for this.
Yeah. Yep. So I think that is it. I'm gonna put a quick announcement out there for the school administrators to just verify that they've watched this. Parm, I know you did. You got the necessary info, so all the rest of them. But unless there's anything else, that is all.
Yeah. We go and wrap this one up here. Thanks for stopping by. As always, we'll be posting this to the YouTube channel so you can replay it in all of its glory. And I'm pretty sure I do not want to see the rest of this 13 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. So I'll go and cut it off now as Jackson takes off to run. Okay, I thought he was going to shed that tackle and get the touchdown. Okay, never mind. I'm going to shut it off here. It's been a pleasure as always. Nope. Actually, we'll see the drive. We'll see. Lamar Jackson standing in the pistol formation. See Andrews running to the right. That's Andrews, right? 89. Pretty sure it's Andrews. It's gonna be Dobbins. He stopped in the backfield. I know that guy. Boy, yeah, looking. And he has the wrong number there. He should be 23, but it is what it is. Got 11 tackles. That's because he's on defense the entire game. Left side here and almost picked off. Okay, that's 4th and 5. Make it a clean 20-0. Justin Tucker doesn't know how to miss field goals.
No, he's just not. It was beautiful.
And this straight ahead as always. I'll cut it off after that. It's your boy Stacks and Caboose here. Thanks again for stopping by. And we'll have a good one. See you tomorrow for some USFA action. Don't forget, it's going to be Huntington Beach versus St. Louis. And we'll see you then.